So I picked up 4 Xbox One games. All 4 were $10 each. We're back. It's time to see if they've restocked it all since the last time I was here a week ago. Cash America. Let's do it. Well, not exactly the most successful trips, but I did come away with a nice trio of older games. Paid $5 total for the whole lot. I think I did pretty well. I think all of these I'm just going to add to the collection because none of them are really worth flipping. They're not worth a whole lot. This game I've seen in there for a long time, and I've thought about picking it up. I wanted to wait until I needed it for a bundle, and I have it for a bundle. Virtua Tennis 2009 on the Xbox 360. I don't have any tennis games really, although I'm actually getting one from a GameStop lot soon. It's nothing to do with this one. But I mean, it's a tennis game on the 360. It's in really good shape. It's complete. I figure why not? And then the last 2 games are in a sports champions case, which is kind of misleading, but I have 2 games in here. First, we have Heavy Rain, the director's cut on PS3. I apparently don't have Heavy Rain currently. I thought I did, but apparently I don't. So I'm like, well, I'll pick it up for dirt cheap on PS3. Eventually, I do want to get the PS4 version that includes Heavy Rain, Beyond, and Detroit, but I figure I'll pick it up on PS3. And then last, we have Lego Batman 2 on the Wii. It was disc only. It was hidden in this case. It's got some scratches on it, so it's not in the greatest shape, but I figured this would be an opportunity for me to test out my resurfacer that I just got a couple weeks ago. So I'll try that on that disc, try to clean it up, make it look good. So not an amazing stop, but you know, not every stop's gonna be. So I'll head over to Value Pawn and then head home for this little trip. Haven't had the greatest luck the last couple times I've tried this Value Pawn, but you know what? Maybe this time will be different. Let's take a look, see what we can find. Nothing good today. The only game I saw that was new that they had was they had a copy of Need for Speed, the reboot, on the PS4. That game's not worth much. Press already have it on 2 different platforms now. So I'm like, not worth it. So it is what it is. Not exactly the greatest trip, but you know, came away with a couple games. Well, it was on my way home, and I haven't had the greatest luck this week so far, so let's take a look at Value Pawn, see if we can find any good deals. So as you can kind of see behind me, the skies have opened up, and it's absolutely downpouring right now. So I can't do a full recap just because it's pouring, and I don't want to attempt to hold an umbrella while pulling out the games, but I did get a total of 5 games, and I paid $33 for them, which seems kind of high for 5 games. The games I got were good, and the main reason why is because GameStop is currently doing a promo during E3 week where every game you trade in that's worth at least $5, you get an additional $5 if you trade it towards the pre-order. I happen to have a pre-order already secured, and it's a cheap one. So I'm going to be able to fully pay off my pre-order, and I should have a ton of credit left over. So I'm not going to show you the games, but I'm just going to talk about them because I don't want to pull them out and get them wet. But I think every game was $5 except for 2 that were 8. And I'll equate the newer games to being the 8 ones. So the first game I picked up was Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the Xbox One. I saw it and I figured, well, I know that's going to be worth at least a decent amount of trading credit. Probably at least 10, maybe more. So might as well try to grab it and flip it for a good profit. Next, I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 on the PS4. That was another one. I know it's worth a good amount. So, and I think the PS4 version is worth more. So I think that was a solid pickup. And then the cheaper games I picked up, I got Assassin's Creed Black Flag on the Xbox One. And I tried to pick this one up, I think last week. They wanted like $15 for it. I ended up getting it for $5. which I wanted because it trades in for $6.60, so I'll get a profit plus the extra $5, so a nice profit on that one. Mafia 3, also on the Xbox One. Another one that I knew was worth at least $5. I only paid $5 for it, so I can double my money at GameStop. And then last but certainly not least, and this is a game I'm not sure if I want to keep it or if I want to trade it in. I'll have to decide. I got Saints Row the Third Remastered on the PS4. Now it's funny because I just picked up Saints Row the Third on 360, but now I have the PS4 version. I only paid $5 for it, so I might keep it. I haven't fully decided. I'll probably at least check and see how much it is worth at GameStop in trade-in. But hey, not a terrible total for $33, and I think after it's all said and done, I should be able to make a pretty good amount in trade-in from that. So I'm gonna head to GameStop along with all the other games that I have picked up for trade. I did want to mention I added a couple games to that pile from last week. One is I did add Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, and the main reason why is because I do have that game digitally. I don't need it. And I figure, well, the disc is worth $6.60, so I might as well, if I can trade it in for, $11, I might as well do it to make a nice profit. And then the other one is Detroit Become Human. And the main reason why I'm trading that one in is because I'm planning on getting the Quantic Dream collection on PS4. That includes Detroit, Beyond Two Souls, and Heavy Rain, which, granted, I have all of them, so I don't need to do it, but I'd rather have those games on PS4 rather than having to dig out the PS3 to play them. So I figure, well, if I'm already going to get that collection, I don't need Detroit, so I'm going to trade it in. It's worth like 11 in trade-in, so I think it's a decent addition. So sorry the camera's weird. I'm trying to keep my phone underneath the umbrella. Well, at least it looks like the rain is slowing down, so that's good. So now I'm gonna head to GameStop to do some flipping and see what happens. Well, I have a bag full of trades. Let's go to GameStop, see what we can get for them all. Definitely paying off a pre-order and maybe some more stuff. Let's see what we got. All right, so I was gonna do a recap right after I went to GameStop, but the bus showed up immediately, so I didn't have time, but I did want to show you what I picked up. So here is my massive trade-in receipt. So I got a lot of trade-in credit. I did pretty well. So if you add up the total of all the stuff that I traded into GameStop, it was about $60 worth of games. My grand total in terms of return was $140. Yeah, I think I did pretty well. The key was GameStop is doing a promo this week where if you trade in a game that is worth at least $5, you get an additional $5. So most of these games that I traded in, I paid about $5 for and doubled my money. And there were a couple that I picked up from the pawn shop today. They're worth significantly more than that. Of course, the two big ones were Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I paid $8 for that one. It was worth $18 in trade-in. And then Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I paid $8 for it. It was worth $21. So I definitely did well in terms of trade-in. So what did I pick up? Well, I'll show you that first, and then I'll show you the other pickup. I decided to not go too crazy when it came to my pickups at GameStop. The main reason why is because when I got there, the associate was on like a conference call, and at the end, after I picked up the one thing that I guaranteed wanted to buy, I still had a good amount of credit left over. I'll reveal that total number in a sec. And I asked, like, hey, like, there's stuff going down this week. Should I hold on to my credit? And she's like, probably a good idea. So I held on to it. But I did pick up one thing, and then this was a game that I saw GameStop had last week. Now, it's an expensive game, but it's one that you don't see very often in a game store. On top of that, you don't see it in complete form, which I didn't know was complete until I bought it because it looked like the manual wasn't there, but it turns out they were keeping the manual and the inserts with the disc, which is interesting. GameStop doesn't normally do that, but they did this time. Mario Party 8 on the Wii, complete copy. And when I say complete, it's got all the inserts. Now, Mario Party games are typically pretty expensive. Apparently this one is not as expensive as some of them. Obviously the GameCube games are really expensive. I paid $55 in credit for this, and it's only worth about $30, but I definitely think if you're gonna have a Mario Party game on the Wii, this is the one to have. I really did enjoy playing Mario Party 8, so I'm excited to have it again. Now I just need some more Wiimotes so I can actually play Mario Party 8, but I figured, you know, it's a good pickup. It's not a game you see very often in a game store, and considering I paid for it entirely with credit, I'm down for it. That was my one pickup. Other than that, I did full pay my pre-order of Chicken Police Painted Red, which is a game that is coming out on the Nintendo Switch. It is Gamestop exclusive, and it's only 30 bucks. Bucks. So that game comes out at the end of the month. I have it full paid, so I will pick it up, and I will show you that when it comes out. I still had about $60 left in credit after all of that, so I have that saved up. I'm waiting to see what kinds of deals GameStop unveils, but I mean, I have a good amount of credit right now, so I can easily, if they reveal like a, you know, buy 3, get 3 or whatever, like one of those crazy deals, I have a good amount of credit that I can use to get some pretty nice pieces to add to the collection. So, pretty happy with that. And then of course the one game that I kept from the pawn shop, and I could have flipped this for 10 bucks, but I figured, you know, I think I'd rather keep it. We have Saints Row the Third. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm excited for it. It's the Remastered collection on the PS4. It's got all the DLC. It looks fun. I have this on 360. I think I have it digitally and physically, but now I have the remastered version on PS4. For 5 bucks, I figure it's an easy pickup, and it appears this is worth like 20. So definitely a solid pickup for 5 bucks. So pretty happy with that. So yeah, that's what I picked up today. Of course, I've still got a GameStop order coming in later this week, and I'm probably going to use that credit later on. So pretty happy with that. All right, I have gotten my first package from GameStop. Now, what this deal is, before I show you the condition and everything, GameStop had a flash sale earlier this week, and it was 5 for $50. So you can pick out 5 $20 games and pay $50 total for all 5 of them. I figured that's a really good deal, and you can get some high quality stuff for that, so of course I jumped on it. One of the games has arrived, and I know which game this is. I'm curious as to condition. We're gonna find out. Based on the feel, I think this is a complete game. Well, let's see if I'm ready or not. It's a complete game. We have Mario Power Tennis on the Wii. So this is a port of Mario Power Tennis from the GameCube, but they made a Wii version of it. It uses motion controls. Oh, it's the Saudi Arabia version. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. So Saudi Arabia version of Wii Power Tennis. Mario Power Tennis. I'm assuming it'll still work, but also I was wrong. It does not have the manual, which is interesting, but it's pretty heavy. It has the case though, that's the thing that matters. I paid 20 bucks. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I paid $10 for this. This is the only game I think I lost a little money on. I think it's worth like 9 or something to that effect. I'll do a full recap of everything when everything comes in, but first game, at least I got the case. I'll take that. So Mario Power Tennis on the Wii, a nice addition to my Wii collection. And then tomorrow I will get the rest of the games, and I will do an unboxing of those in a bit. Okay, so I have finally received my second and final package from GameStop. And before I open it and reveal what the condition and everything is, as well as what I got, I did want to do a little update on the game I got yesterday, which is this one right here. I have to return it because the United Arab Emirates version does not work in an NTSC Wii system, so I will not be able to play it. So I'm going to return it to GameStop, get my money back. It's a shame. I did kind of want that game, but I mean, honestly, out of the games that I picked up, that's the one that I'm like the least excited about. So I figured rather than getting another copy, I'm just going to get the money, add it to my little stockpile that I've already acquired, and see what we can do with it. So I have 4 games in here. I paid 10 bucks each for them. Let's see the condition. They're all for Xbox One, by the way, so gotta pile on that collection some more. First game we have is the Devil May Cry collection on the Xbox One. It's got some sticker residue on it. Let's take a look. It's got a sleeve too. I'm always down when they include the sleeves because I've needed sleeves lately because I've sold some disc-only games, and I figured these extra GameStop sleeves are great for that. It's in pretty good shape. This game Includes Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. So I have all but 5 currently, which I will get at some point. I'm going to get the next-gen version, because why would I not? But yeah, Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. I gotta clean up that sticker residue, but I'll do that. So 1 for 1 in terms of complete copies. Let's see what the next one is. We have Outward on the Xbox One. This one looks a little worse for the wear. Okay, does include everything. It is complete. The disc has some smudges, but looks good otherwise. So what's weird about this game, it looks cool. It's like a open world RPG. It looks like it's got some survival elements in it, which is kind of cool. What's weird about this game is I found this game at my local GameStop on PS4, but for some reason it's really expensive. It's like $37. The Xbox copy is only $20, and I got it for $10. So I'm like, you know, let's just pick up the Xbox copy and I can play it on my Series X where it'll look better. So, yeah. I don't know much about this game. Sounds interesting. Looks like a cool open world RPG. So, anyway, we're 2 for 2 in terms of complete games. So let's see what the other 2 are. This one feels complete as well. Oh yeah, had to complete the set, even though I haven't played any of them yet. Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. So I officially have all of the Dark Souls games, 1, 2, and 3 on Xbox One. It's complete, it looks good. Honestly, out of the cases, this is the nicest looking one. The only sticker, it's got this one in the back, but no sticker residue on the front. It looks really nice. Last one, let's see. Are we gonna be 4 for 4 on complete Xbox One games? I think we are. Yep, box art is all messed up on this one, but it's here and it is complete. This is a game sad story. I wanted to pick this game up for a while. My Walmart had several copies of it that were sitting in their bargain bin for months. But it was priced at $19, and I didn't want to pay $19 for it. Then eventually, it dropped to 3 cents. But by the time I attempted to pick it up, it's not available. It was gone. I don't know if someone actually got it for 3 cents or if Walmart just got rid of them. I don't know. But I got it for $10, so not complaining. Darksiders Genesis on the Xbox One. So now I own all the Darksiders games as well, because part of me is like, you know, if I've already got 1 or 2 of a series, I might as well complete it. And I heard this one's actually pretty good. It's like a Diablo style game. So I picked up 4 Xbox One games. All 4 were $10 each. Now let's see some values. All right, it's that time where we're gonna go over all of the pickups for the week. And I have a pretty good stack. It's not as big as, you know, some weeks, but you know, not every week's gonna be. It would have been a bigger stack. But you also have to remember, I did buy a bunch of games from pawn shops that I traded in. So I have $60 in credit as well as a fully paid off pre-order. So keep that in mind. We're gonna start with Cash America from earlier in the week. Now I did put one of the discs, because I had a loose disc, I put it in my binder, but that was for Lego Batman 2 on the Wii. That game, I paid $2 for, it's worth $5. So it's not a huge boost, but again, I paid $2 for it. I'm not gonna complain, it's a nice addition to the Wii collection. Next game I picked up, and this was another loose disc, but I had an extra PS3 case, so I put it in here. We have Heavy Rain, the director's cut on the PS3. I didn't have Heavy Rain. I thought I did. I think I did at one point and traded it in. Now I have it again on the PS3. I paid $1 for that and it's worth $5. Forgot I only paid $5 for this whole lot, so $1 for this, worth $5. Solid. And then last was Virtual Tennis 2009. I mostly picked this up because it's a complete Xbox 360 game. It looks kind of fun. I don't have that many tennis games, especially on the 360. I paid $2 for this and it was worth $4. So not exactly a great return from Cash America, but they didn't have much, so I think I picked out the best that I could for the price range I was willing to pay. Next, we're gonna go to Value Pawn for the one game that I did keep. Now, I did get a bunch of games I traded in, and I talked about that earlier. But the one game I decided to keep is Saints Row the 3rd Remastered on the PS4. This game is complete. It's in good shape. It's funny because I literally just picked up Saints Row the 3rd recently on the 360. I think it was like $1. I paid $5 for its remastered counterpart on the PS4. And this is worth $20, so definitely a solid return. And this is probably the version I'm gonna play just because it's the newest version, so why would I not play that? Next, my pickup from GameStop. Now, obviously, I have my $60 in credit. as well as I full paid a pre-order, but I did have one pickup, and it was an expensive pickup, but I think it's one that was worth it. Mario Party 8 on the Wii, and this is complete. Very complete. It's got all the inserts, it's got the disc looks good. It's not every day you can find, especially a Mario Party game, on the store shelf at Gamestop. But I did, and Mario Party 8 was kind of the last good Mario Party until Super Mario Party came out on the Switch, because we like to pretend that 9 and 10 didn't exist. Those were not good at all. This one reminded me of more classic Mario Party, so it was fun, and they did a nice job with it. I paid technically nothing because I traded in a bunch of stuff, but it was $55 in credit. It's only worth $30. I thought it'd be worth more because Mario Party games are kind of spiked, but I guess it's mostly the GameCube ones that are spiked. I don't care. I'm happy to have this again. So now I own Mario Party 4, 6, 7, and 8. Just need 5, and I've got all the good disc-based Mario Party games. And of course, they just announced at E3 Mario Party Superstars, which is coming out on the Switch. I will be picking that up day 1 and add another Mario Party to my collection. I'm a big Mario Party fan, in case you didn't pick that up already. Now we got our games from GameStop. Now, like I said, I do have one more. I'm gonna keep it in this case, but we do have Mario Power Tennis on the Wii. But the problem with this is, again, as you look right there, it says United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, and Singapore. I can't play this game, so I'm gonna return it. I'm still working with GameStop to figure out how to return it. I think I can go to a store. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I am gonna return it, so I'm not gonna include value for it just because I'm gonna return it, but I'll be getting my $10 back, so that's good. But here are the 4 games that I am going to keep, and they're all Xbox One, and they're all complete, which is pretty nice. And they're also, except for one, all worth well more than what I paid for them, which is pretty nice. So we're going to start off with the Devil May Cry HD collection on the Xbox One. It includes Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3 Special Edition. All good action games. I haven't played this version of them. I did play Devil May Cry 1 and 3 on the PS2 back in the day, but it'll be nice to be able to play them on my Xbox One. I paid $10 for this from GameStop, and it is worth, I believe, 17? Yeah, 17. So all of these games were part of a 5 for 5 deal where you pay $50 and you get 5 games valued at $20 or less. Of course, every single game that I picked up was priced at $19.99. So worth 17, I only paid 10 for it. Solid return. And a nice addition to the collection, I must say. Next, we have Outward on the Xbox One. Another interesting game. Looks cool. It has split screen co-op, which I didn't realize, so I might have to try to play this with Corey. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know much about this game. It looks interesting, and it's survival as well as an RPG. Might be a fun little weird game to try out. I only paid $10 for this. It is worth $20. So this game has clearly kept its value. I guess it's kind of uncommon because you don't see it very often. Let's pick it up for $10. Solid. Next, we have Darksiders Genesis. It is the technically 4th Darksiders game. This one's kind of more of like a Diablo-esque game. It's top-down. You're hunting for loot. You're hacking and slashing your way through dungeons. It looks fun. I paid $10. This one's worth $12, so it's not worth as much as the other ones are, but still worth more than what I paid, so I'll take it. And last but certainly not least, we have Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin on the Xbox One. It's the final game I needed to complete my Dark Souls collection on Xbox One. I have not played a single Dark Souls game, not one, but I own them all on the Xbox, because why not? So I paid $10 for this, and it is worth 15. So when you look at it, it's not the biggest stack. I did get a lot more games, obviously, that I traded into GameStop. But I think there's some good quality in here, and definitely some solid additions to the collection. And that's really what it's all about anyway. Yeah, it's nice when you find a super cheap game that you can flip for a lot of money, but the real gem and the real charm of game hunting is finding something you wanted to add to your collection. And that's what I did here. Especially with Mario Party 8, but all those Xbox One games are nice. Saints Row, I'm happy to add the PS4 copy. And then now I have Heavy Rain again. So Got some nice additions to my collection. Pretty happy with it. Solid week. That is going to do it for this episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. We're doing a bunch of gameplay series currently. I just started up a couple. As of this recording, they're just started, but they're probably going on for a while by the time you see it. Started a play session of Hitman Season 1, as well as Fast and Furious Crossroads with Corey. Those are fun. Definitely check those out. We're also going to keep going on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Eventually, I'm going to get back to the Council. I don't know when. We'll probably try some other games here and there. We want to start our co-op theater series soon, so we might start it with Scott Pilgrim or It Takes Two. One of those, probably. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on the Bargain Game Hunter. Bye-bye.